This is the Dzogchen Sende Lama Jigme Gyatso of the Buddha Joy Meditation School. For multiple decades, I've spent about 8 hours a day, almost every day, studying, practicing, mastering, and reverse engineering the teachings and techniques of each school of meditation so that you would not have to. It is Ahsoka Tano early Thursday morning. Come, let us meditate like a Jedi. Let's begin with Mahayoga's union of wisdom and letting go. It is known by many names, such as Tantra Mahamudra, Tokal, or leaping over pride's obstruction to omniscience, creation stage, and bringing letting go, or ultimate bodhicitta, into the 4 bases of mindfulness. Let us begin with the circumstantial. If you wish to join me for the chanting, simply jump over to the 2BAP simulcast. As we relax into our exhalation, all stressful circumstances or lots could look as impermanent and non-defining. Let's try this again. Could look as impermanent, non-defining, and interdependent, as if they could blissfully melt into rainbow light that could delightfully absorb into this body or form. Let us silently and mentally recite the 6-syllable synopsis of that which we just chanted. A synopsis that reads as follows. Into form, all lots melt. There is no need to visualize. There is no need to theorize. There is no need to believe. Simply play with these words in harmony with your breathing, and you will get a positive effect. Let us shift gears to the physical. As we relax into our exhalation, all stressful bodies or forms could feel as impermanent, non-defining, and interdependent, as if they could blissfully melt into rainbow light that could delightfully absorb into this experience of the interpersonal or speech. Into speech, all forms melt. Let us shift gears to the interpersonal. As we relax into our exhalation, all the stressful interpersonal phenomena or speech could sound as impermanent, non-defining, and interdependent, as if they could blissfully melt into rainbow light that could delightfully absorb into this mind. Into mind, all speech melts. Let us shift gears to the mental. Thanks for the love. As As we relax into our exhalation, all stressful perceptions, emotions, intentions, cognitions, recollections, imaginings, or minds could seem as impermanent, undefining, and interdependent, as if they could blissfully melt into rainbow light, that could delightfully absorb into this vast empty void. Into void all minds melt. So I'd like to take a moment to clarify the idea of a vast empty void. It only makes sense if we take it figuratively. Every time we relax into our exhalation, all that we noticed during our previous inhalation could fleetingly feel a trifle less stressful, less permanent, less defining, and even as non-graspable as a vast empty void. When I was in 4th grade, I was taught that a simile is only as effective as it is relatable. Therefore, we must ask the question, what? What is a real-world example of a non-graspable, vast, empty void? How about the illusion of the infinite azure sky on a bright and beautiful cloudless morn? For though grasp at it though we may, our hands will always come back empty. And now let's return to the 6-syllable synopsis, into void all minds melt. Let us shift gears to Hatha Yoga's union of awareness and letting go. It is known by many names, such as Sutra Mahamudra, Truck-Cho, or slicing through the dualistic, obscuring emotions of dread and desire, and Great Completion Stage. A useful preliminary practice is for us to gently invite our real or imagined subtle energy to coalesce at the crown of our head. The most efficient way for us to do that is for us to chant the Lama Kyena, which translates as teacher come to this crown. We are represented by this bronze image. Teacher is represented by this red image. Teacher could be our literal teacher, or figuratively the amalgam of all who have mastered the path, or simply the amalgam of all the teachings. We don't have to figure out what we mean by the noun teacher. We can let our subconscious do the heavy lifting. As we chant the preposition this, let us snap our thumb and index fingers. Teacher, come to this crown. Teacher, come to this crown. Teacher, come to this crown. Let us sidestep the bear trap of indulging in active focus upon our nostrils or our breath. For doing so could so trigger our medial prefrontal cortex just behind our forehead that it triggers our amygdala at the bottom of our brain, the seat of both anxiety and aggression. Instead, let us emulate the example of an enthusiastic piano student who is so enthralled with the score and the keyboard that they merely hold the sound of their metronome in passive peripheral awareness. Similarly, as we passively notice air enter our nostrils, let us silently and mentally recite, passively watching. As we exhale, let us physically relax as best we can, while chanting the 10-syllable mantra 3 times per breath, for a total of 52 breaths. That seems like a tall order. We only have 8 fingers and 2 thumbs. How are we going to keep track of 52 breaths? Glad you asked. Let's start with the first 4 breaths. Every time and since it's 4 breaths times 3 mantras, that's 12 mantras. Every time we chant the syllable Om, let us advance our right thumb across the sets of creases on our fingers, beginning with the lower set of creases on our right little finger and concluding with the upper set of creases on our right index finger. Let us practice together right now. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Sawa, Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Sawa, Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Sawa. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Sawa, Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Sawa, Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Sawa. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Sawa, Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Sawa, Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Sawa. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Sawa, Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Sawa, Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Sawa. Okay. Well, that was 4 inhalations or 12 mantras. It took about a minute. If you'd like to meditate for an additional 12 minutes, then I recommend counting an additional 12 sets of 12 inhalations, 12 mantras each. Or in other words, another 12 sets of 4 breaths each, which will give us 48 breaths plus the previous 4 breaths for a total of 52. Therefore, let us touch the tip of our left thumb to the lower set of creases of our left little finger and rest this left wrist on or near our left knee. And now let us count an additional 4 breaths. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re. Oopsie, let's go over here. There we go. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Sawa, Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Sawa, Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Sawa. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Sawa, Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Sawa, Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Sawa. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Sawa, Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Sawa, Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Sawa. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Sawa, Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Sawa, Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Sawa. Having counted another 12 mantras over the span of 4 breaths, we return to our left hand and advance our left thumb to the next set of creases. Now that you get the basic idea of how we can count 12 sets of 4 breaths each, Let us rest each wrist upon or near its name. Om Tare Tu Tare Nure Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa. Om tare tu tare tu re 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 suwa. Om tadi tu turi 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 suwa. Please bear with me one moment while I write myself a quick note. We switch gears to Anu Yoga's union of bliss and letting go, which is known by many names, such as Bindu Mahamudra, completion stage, and Tikle's channels, winds, and drops. As a preliminary practice, let us gently invite or real or imagine subtle energies to coalesce in our chest. The most efficient way to do that is for us to chant the Lama Najor, which could translate as the request, teacher blend with this mind. The bronze represents us, the meditator, and the red image represents either our teacher or the amalgam of all those who have mastered the teachings, or simply the amalgam of all the teachings. Teacher blend with this mind. Teacher blend with this mind. Teacher blend with this mind. What follows is an exercise remarkably similar to the previous one. We've changed the color of the text to help the energy and to guide the energy, and we've changed the verb from watching to feeling. We're taking a figurative view towards the verb. We're not going to push or pull at any perceptions. We're just going to silently and mentally recite the phrase passively feeling every time we feel air fill our chest. And as we feel air exit our chest, we're going to physically relax as best we can while chanting the 10-syllable mantra 3 times per breath for a total of 48 breaths. The moment you have a specific question about the philosophies or techniques that support meditation, do not hesitate to type your question in great detail in the chat window, for I tend to check for questions about once every 13 minutes or so. Om Tare Tare Ture Suwa. 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 Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa. Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa. Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa. Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa. Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa. Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa. Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa. Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa. Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa. Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa. Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa. Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa. Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa. Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa. Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa. Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa. Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa. Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa. Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa. Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa. Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa. Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa, Om tari tu tari turi suwa. Om tadi tu tadi 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 turi suwa. Om tari tu tari turi sawa. 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 Let us shift gears to Mahayoga's union of love and letting go, where we bring our neurotic needs and desires into the peaceful path of manifesting mental, interpersonal, physical, and circumstantial happiness for all beings everywhere. This is known by many names, such as Tantra Mahamudra, Tokal, or leaping over jealousy's obstruction to omniscience, creation stage, and bringing love or conventional bodhicitta into the four bases of mindfulness. Since our anterior cingulate gyrus is already wired for empathy and our oxytocin-oriented reward system is already wired for cooperation, let us practice mental wishing love. May each being's experience of the mental now be as peacefully wise as the mind of an octypical Buddha symbolized by a bija seed syllable. Bija wise for all minds. Om tari tu tari turi sawa. 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 Let us shift gears to the interpersonal. May each being's experience of the interpersonal now be as joyfully loving as the speech of an archetypical Buddha symbolized by a mantra. Mantra love for all speech. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, 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 Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa. Let us shift gears to the physical. May each being's experience of the physical now be as healthy as the form of an archetypical Buddha symbolized by a yidam. Yidam health for all forms. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, 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 Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa. Let us conclude by shifting gears to the circumstantial. May each being's experience of the circumstantial now be as lavish with a good fortune or boon as the lot of an archetypical Buddha, symbolized by a paradise, pure land, or Vanti. Vati boon for all lots. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa, 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 Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Suwa. Having sat for the better part of an hour, we might find it refreshing to knock out 7 repetitions of senior citizen squat thrusts after reviewing bodhicitta and refuge. In all compassion, may we long to free all beings from the toxic tyranny of dread, desire, and delusion, metaphorically known as the 3 mental poisons. In our pragmatism, may our liberation of all others be fueled by our mastery of the three wish-fulfilling jewels of following the Buddha's example, applying his instructions, and cooperating with his students. May we free all through the three jewels. May we free all through the three jewels. May we free all through the three jewels. So I'm going to take a moment to swing the laptop around and adjust the mat. Well, let's see. If I do this, that should do it. Okay. Here we go. Okay, let's see if this is on screen. It appears to be. All right, here we go. Whew. Quick adjustment. Okay, doorway rose. That is what the cool kids describe as a full body workout. Oh, goodness. Okay. You have taken your first step into a much larger world. If you feel that I have earned it, you could give this live stream a thumbs up. You could even help support this channel. For Meditate Like a Jedi is made possible thanks to the generosity of viewers just like you. Let's see here. In approximately 11 hours, I would very much like to return to lead today's dusk practice of Meditate Like a Jedi. And if you are as geeky as me, may the Force be with you always.